Hey guys, good day, and today I'll be sharing with you an update on my current build. So, medyo maingay no, madaming manok. Matibay. Sorry. Anyway, this is the fully primed KO build strike that I'm planning on hand painting using Reeves acrylics. So, I was supposed to video the whole priming session, but life sort of got in the way and I could not find the time to do so. Okay, so I decided to just go ahead with the building and priming the kit. So anyway, this is the head and it turned out relatively nice. The details, well, not as sharp as those of an original Bandai kit. I'd say that this is passable. This will be a bit tricky to hand paint because of the small details, but since the whole face is removable, I think it's still doable, and it's largely because, like I said earlier, the head has been modified, so the entire faceplate, including the eyes, are removable. Okay, so one part of the kit that I think I'll be having a hard time painting is the torso. In the original kit, these parts are color separated, but unfortunately I wasn't able to modify the kit so that these individual parts can be separated. So I guess I'll resort to using masking tape or just making sure that my hand is really steady when I'm applying the different colors. So the lower body posed a bit of a problem for me when I was working on it because quite a few of the seams would not line up and I had to resort to filling and sanding them a lot to make them passable. This is not a problem if you're building an original Bandai kit, and it really does take a lot of time to prepare a kit like this for painting. Over the years though, I've become more comfortable with using super glue to fill in the seams, but I think with the next builds I'll try to use fillers again. Okay, so the arms were relatively easy to fix compared to the rest of the kit, and the gun looks really nice when it's primed. I hated the original color of the gun, so I guess I'll be repainting this rather differently from the original color scheme. The shield is really nice, especially when primed and not gaudy and all that. And there is this small area on the forearm that I wasn't able to fully fix because I said to myself that it was not too much work and I'd be happy to leave it just as it is. Okay, so the shield has a very nice shape that I think in the original color scheme wasn't highlighted, I guess, because I believe that they forced the use of the red and the yellows on it when it could have been painted differently. So the base kit looks nice, it's sleek, and I think I'd probably display this like this for quite a while before I actually attach the backpack. It's very poseable actually, although the tie connections are a bit weak and the ankles on this particular kit are very wobbly. The other guns, the smaller ones, actually look nice and the details are actually quite sharp compared to the rest of the kit. Although I have to admit that the seams here were horrendous and needed a lot of filling and sanding for the seams to disappear. I especially like the design of this pistol. Okay, so I modified the backpack so that I could remove the wings and reattach them as needed. And the work that I did was messy, owing to the fact that I do not do a lot of customizations, but I think it came out okay. This backpack looks nice, and except for that gaping hole on top where the connector for the figure is located, it looks really nice, and for me it transforms nicely. Although I anticipate a lot of paint scratches in the spot where the cockpit meets the air intake. Okay, so transforming it to its backpack configuration is a relatively simple process. Although some of the parts tend to be loose, and I've decided to just paint on this connection so that they become stiffer. The attachment to the back is quite loose and it really doesn't mate that well, although you actually cannot see that unless you really try to scrutinize the kit. In gray, this looks really nice, and this prompted me to go and try a different color scheme that I borrowed from the RX-78 real type. I don't know why, but probably because it's something that I haven't tried before. The problem that I think I will face when finishing this will be the white markings that are needed in order for the paint scheme to work. I'm not sure if I have the decals for those, and if I do not have them, I might try painting them in instead. Okay, so while I'm posting this kit, I guess I'd like to share with you my thoughts on the ending of Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise. Okay, so I actually liked it better than Build Divers, but not as much as Build Fighters and Build Fighters Try. I guess the whole virtual aspect of it killed it for me. It felt like the actual model kit building aspect of Build Fighters / Build Diver series, which appealed to me so much, has been replaced with the emphasis on the gaming aspect of it. And this is not surprising since Bandai has released Gundam Battle Gunpla Warfare, which shares a very similar feel to the series. So if you are not familiar with the game, it's on Android and iOS, and in the game you collect parts for various model kits that you build, and similar as with the series, you fight on a virtual landscape using the gunpla that you built. Okay, so it's very similar. So I guess they were going for that, but I guess it's just disappointing for me because there were a lot of nice new releases there, but to be honest, a lot of the fun of what made the original series, actually meeting people to fight with, building your own gunpla, is missing. Okay, so here's the color scheme that I borrowed from the RX-78 real type. I find this scheme weird, but I like it. I haven't done anything like this before, and it will be quite challenging for me, especially as to how I'll be applying those white markings that are trademarks of a real type kit. I do not know if I have decals for this, and if I don't, I most probably will be masking this kit heavily and applying the white markings using white spray paint. By the way, these mock-ups were made by painting over photos of the kit using a transparency layer in Clip Studio Paint. Photoshop should be fine as well. Okay, so back to the kit. As it is, I think it's ready for painting, and in the next few days I will be hand painting this using acrylics, and I'll be shooting the process and we'll be posting here when the base colors are done. I'm just curious, there seems to be not a lot of modelers who hand paint their Gunpla, and so what do you use? I mean, do you use spray cans or an airbrush? Please do comment your preference below, and please do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you'll be notified when I do upload the next vid. Okay, so here's a bit of shameless plugging. Okay, I'd like to share with you what I've been doing these past few months. I've been making these mugs since February and I've been selling them in Shopee. We call our store O Geek Geek Gear, and this Dead Site and Dymas mugs are our latest releases. These are 11-ounce coffee mugs that you can use for your hot and cold beverages. I'll be posting a link in the description, so if you are so inclined and live in the Philippines, please do visit our Shopee page and get yourself a Robo Mugs. So there guys, thanks for watching. I know it's been so long in between uploads, and I wish I could say that I can promise to post in a more timely fashion, but time is really scarce right now. But I really do enjoy making Gunpla videos, so while the schedule may not be as regular as I had originally planned, the only thing that's sure is that I'm still making them, albeit really slowly. So thank you for the patience guys, until next time, and God bless.